Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be going over my top 5 scuba diving tips for beginners. Please hit that subscribe button if you enjoy videos on scuba diving, snorkeling, treasure hunting, fish identification, and videos like this one on tips on how to be a better scuba diver. No matter if you're thinking about getting certified or if you're a master scuba diver, you will learn something from this video to help benefit you while you're scuba diving. My first tip on how to become a better scuba diver is to have an acronym for your pre-dive safety check. My acronym is Big Whales Really Are Fun. I know it sounds silly, but let me get into it a little bit more. The start of the acronym starts with BIG, which stands for BCD. BCD meaning you have to make sure that it inflates properly and deflates properly before getting in the water. So after BIG, it goes whales, and whales stands for weights. You got to make sure you're properly weighted and you know where your weight releases are in case that you need to drop your weights while diving. After whales, it goes really, which means releases, and you want to check where all your air releases are in case you need to release air really quickly while diving. And this is also the step where you want to check if your straps are nice and tight on your body. The fourth part of the acronym is R, and that stands for air. This is when you turn on your air and you check if you have enough. The last part of the acronym is FUN, which stands for final check. Final check means that you want to make sure that you have everything before entering the water. Some of these items include masks, fins, wetsuits, and cameras. My second tip for beginner scuba divers is to use baby shampoo to defog your mask. If you're happy with your defogger and it works, by all means just keep it and keep using it. But if you are struggling with mask fogging and water leakage in the mask, I suggest using baby shampoo. In my opinion, I love baby shampoo because it's inexpensive, it defogs my mask properly, and if it gets in your eyes, it's not going to burn. My third tip for beginner scuba divers is to slow down while you're diving. It can benefit you in many ways. The three things that benefit you while slowing down while diving is that it makes you less tired, you lose less air, and you can see more interesting creatures while diving. When you slow down while scuba diving, you'll be more relaxed. And some of the creatures that I've seen from slowing down over the years were bristleworms, stonefish, frogfish, and even seahorses. To see creatures that you won't normally see, also look into the deep blue water. Sometimes you won't see anything, most of the time you won't, but sometimes if you're really lucky, you'll find some dolphins, sharks, whales, or even big eagle rays or manta rays. The fourth tip for beginner scuba divers is when you're turning on your air, turn it on very slowly at first and then open it all the way. Normally turning on your air won't do anything. It won't cause any destruction or anything. But over time, if you're turning on your air really fast, all that thousands of pounds of air is going straight through your hoses and gauges. It could damage something in the future. So that's why I always turn on my air very slowly, just so there won't be any risk of damage. The fifth and final tip for beginner scuba divers is to eventually purchase all your own gear. Purchasing instead of renting will save you money in the long run, and it'll help you get used to your own gear because you'll be using it repeatedly. Most dive shops don't have the same gear like all around the world, so you're gonna have to get adjusted while scuba diving to new gear that you've probably never even seen before. With your own gear, you'll start to recognize where your releases are, where your weight pockets are, how things operate. It'll help you a lot as you continue diving with your own gear. I know purchasing gear can be very, very expensive, so that's why I split it up into chunks on how I buy my gear. So let's say, for example, I'll buy my BCD in the month or the year of 2021, and then the next year, 2022, I'll invest in a different piece of gear instead of buying it all at one time and spending all this money. Now, if you are a beginner scuba diver, you probably don't know where to start to find your gear. It's really hard to find it online because you find all these different reviews. There's hundreds and thousands of different dive pieces online, and it's kind of hard what to do and what to buy. What I suggest is to go to your local dive shop and ask them all the questions that you have. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for listening to all the tips that I've given out. I hope that you've learned something. If you did, please give me a like and a subscribe. I'll see you next time on Scuba Ty. Thank you.